morning, entrepreneurs. It's finally Sunday, and finally the weather in Sofia is amazing. There is sun outside, which is very nice. Today I'm also meeting Yana. We're going for a yoga practice in Santosha Yoga in Sofia with Luca Belluci. He's an amazing person, and we are going to have a couple of minutes with him before the practice starts. So we are going to ask him a couple of questions about his entrepreneurial journey. As long as I know, he started as chef, then he became a yoga teacher, and right now he's a yoga entrepreneur, which is very nice, turning your passion into your venture. And after that, we are having a dinner. I'm going to prepare myself a breakfast, and I will do some chores, and I will meet Yana in a couple of hours. You can see the beautiful Vidisha mountain from here in the city, but let's focus on the Vidisha.
Hi Luca,
Ciao Yana.
tell me, how did your yoga journey start?
My yoga journey started many years ago in the Netherlands. I met a person that introduced me to meditation and to practice, mostly meditation practice. And from there I started like to practice in my home, in my own place for many, many years. And then one day I decided to go to a studio. And the first time that I understood that I knew nothing, or the first time that yoga taught me that I know nothing, and I keep discovering that I know nothing, and I keep moving forward and forward. So many years ago, around 20 years ago already. So
You were a successful chef before, and you had different professions.
I've done a lot of things in my life. I've been like always working for others. I've never been an entrepreneur myself. I've been always like employed. And I came to the Netherlands. I went to the Netherlands just because I wanted to become a chef. So I started from the very bottom, washing dishes, and then slowly I raised up on the pyramid to get to like being a cook. Chef is a big word, so I would say like I was a good cook. But I had like fun time. I moved between like the Netherlands and Italy to learn more and more. And for 10 years that have been my profession. But before I was a welder, so I was working for Gucci. Typical that from people that lives in Florence. So my father does this since 50 years. So I kind of like I was the legacy that has been interrupted because I didn't want to do that job anymore. And until the time I decided that I wanted to become a yoga teacher. And for the first time in my life, I tried to become the owner of my own destiny, and I moved forward.
And now you're an entrepreneur, a yoga entrepreneur. You have your yoga studio, the Yoga Alley, which is amazing in The Hague. It's a collective. You're a few owners. So how is that experience for you? Because our platform is actually aiming at solopreneurs who are out there, you know, dealing with the challenges of being an entrepreneur. So what can you share?
First of all, find people that move around your core values. So the collective that we have, they are 5 teachers. We know each other very well. We started like having a mission statement before. You want to know if you are walking the same path, otherwise it's not going to work. I already had a studio before, and we didn't do that, and it went differently. No, it's very interesting to see that a lot of people is telling you friendship is not business, and the business is gonna take friendship in very dark places if you don't are very clear from the very beginning. So I would say, like an entrepreneur, you want to explore your core values, you want to be faithful to that, and you want to believe it. And the experience of being a collective is much more interesting because you divide the tasks, responsibilities, but also you enjoy the success of the community and not just a solo success. No, like and it's going very well. And but I also have a couple of platforms that I work with. So I have a platform with a couple of colleagues in Breda, the Yoga Benelux, and I have a dormant platform with a very good friend from Namibia, which is Alchemy Collective, and the things are going together. Sometimes some of them is more present than the other, and it takes time, it takes dedication. It's not anymore a 9-to-5 job, it's a 24/7 job. That's why you need to love it, otherwise it's going to be your prison.
Yeah.
But if you really love what you do, you find the balance between your freedom and your job. Your job becomes your freedom, and vice versa. And you can explore passionately the experience. So if you're out there and you want to become an entrepreneur, or if you are an entrepreneur yourself, be curious, go around, make connections, travel around, as I'm doing right now, get in touch with different communities, and then the things that happen. There is a lot of people wants to connect out there, and there is many ideas that they can come together. Be creative and don't get stuck in what is your own vision. You know, also see if there are other visions that you can learn from, and then mix things together that they don't go together. But if you find a way, you create a new product that nobody has, and it's your own story. So at the end, if I have to pack it all together, tell your own story, and people will like it if it's authentic.
I love that. And we were talking yesterday about taking a break sometimes, stopping, and all of a sudden everything works.
Sometimes the job you have is dragging you into, and you're always busy with that, and you never have the time to take a moment and understand if you are going into the right direction. Also, a person like me has a lot of ideas, so there is always this net of ideas that's going on, but you never have the time to sit and look at them. Let's see which one you want to work with. So of course, I always say, it's like playing an instrument. You can try to play 4 different instruments, but you never master one. Or you decide that you go for one instrument and you master it. And when you master it, you pass to the second instrument. And to do that, you need sometimes to have the privilege to get a little bit far from your job and take a moment, take a couple of months, or if it's too much, take a month, 3 weeks, 2 weeks, detach completely, shut down your channels, isolate yourself, think about what you want, put it down, and develop it. And then you go back and you have a product that you can sell. But otherwise, it's always a raw product, and then there is never an evolution of it. So it's been a very interesting experience for me after 10 years to take a step back, and 4 months, which is a quite long time, to work around myself and to work around my ideas. But after that, a lot of things popped up. And one is Sofia here, one has been the studio, and my concerts are there, and I'm talking with the studio in Prague. And the things are moving, but they're moving because I have something to give.
Yeah.
And I needed time to understand what I could give.
And many times, entrepreneurs are busy with a lot of ideas, as yourself. I'm also like that. How important it is to focus. And how do you focus on the right stuff?
You have to understand that what you're good at, because you know what you're good at. You can be enough good on a lot of things, but you have your expertise. You know who you are. You know what resonates with you. So take what you're good at and work on it. and find the time and build it. And then probably they're gonna create that idea is gonna create the expertise for the next idea. No, but you need to be there. You need to be in one place. If you start to be in 300 places, it doesn't work. No, there is this concept of semantic coherency. You know, this is the idea that you go into something and then you don't get distracted. And if you get distracted every time, you just developing your idea for 10 minutes and then it's gone. And then you come back, but you have to start from scratch. And you're not there the whole time. So at a certain point, you want to be there and do what you have in your hand and try to make up your idea, create it. And when it's kind of like ready, then you can start to go to the second idea you have, no? But the first idea is ready, you need just to polish it through the experience and to the efforts you make. And then you go to the second step, but you need to be there. If you start to go in 100 places, it's becoming difficult. Or you are a genius, and that's a different story.
We were talking yesterday also about the phone. It's such a big distraction. So having really specific rules about answering those WhatsApp messages and having specific rules when can you use your phone. So you had an idea. Can you share with us?
When you're doing something that is important for you, airplane mode, and if people doesn't find you, you're not dying, don't worry. We have like, it's 15 years ago, we were not reachable. And then nowadays, you make clear with your business partner mostly that you are available from time to time. And the other time you're not available is because you don't want to be available. So if you have something to deal with me, and if it's not insanely urgent, you can create a side channel that they can contact you if it's very urgent, but the rest, you're not there. So your phone doesn't exist, you don't have distraction, and you work on what you're working.
Yeah, I know Leah is very strict with that because sometimes I try to text her at night and then I see the message. Leah is in quiet mode.
Great, Leah.
And I get and I see that message, I'm like, I shouldn't text her now. I should wait until tomorrow because maybe she's resting. Maybe she's doing her massage.
And you should rest as well.
And I should rest. Great. So now we're going to join your practice. And I was there yesterday and I feel a lot of pain already in my body. So I'm a little bit...
This is not a good advertisement, but it's okay.
But that's why I come to practice. Otherwise, I might as well stay at home on the couch and just not go out because I want to be challenged.
So thank you for coming to the workshop. Very honored to have you in my class. I hope you like it. And then we'll see where we go. Thank you for this conversation. Hope it's going to be useful to someone that is trying to get into their own dreams and their own entrepreneurship.
Sure.
And there is this mantra that I have in me that you're going to try to do something. It's not going to be easy, but believe it. The moment you believe it, then it's going to happen.
I love this. I can't believe how good it is.
Okay, I'm reaching.
What about this one? Oh
This
my,
is more subtle. I love this one.
oh my goodness, those desserts are so good. Oh yes. You enjoy yourself.
Kunefe.